Good afternoon, Lordship.
Yes.
Good afternoon, Lordship.
Yes. All the rest.
From daily process under the heading order to defect, serial number 1,
Lordship, I prepare
execution of petition.
short pass over two cases, Lordship.
Why short password?
Lordship is senior engaged, Lordship is.
In senior range, call you senior.
But Lordship, some difficulty, Lordship. Last case में रख दिया Lordship, like
No. Call this cases.
मुझे तो note today so कर दिया Lordship.
Not today तो करेंगे ही नहीं.
जो last case है जो उसमें last case
What is the age of the girl?
age Lordship 18 year Lordship.
Major.
Yes.
18 year Lordship.
APP.
Yes, Lordship. She is 18 years old, Lordship.
Yes. Then.
And allegation is of C76 IPC, Lordship. Admittedly in love relationship, though consenting party 164 is supportive, Lordship. Though medical is not supportive.
So she is 18 years, and since at least more than 1 year, this relationship is going on.
Yes, Lord.
Like heard the counsel for the petitioner, heard the counsel for the state. The defects ignored. The allegation is under section so and so of the Indian Penal Code against this petitioner. From the impugned order, however, I find that the girl is aged about 18 years. And
it's in FIR also, Lordship. It's in FIR also.
Yes. She herself has admitted that there was love relationship between the parties, and since last 1 year they were in physical relationship, but the petitioner has refused to marry. First up, considering the next para, considering the fact that the girl is of 18 years and there was physical relationship continuing for more than 1 year, I am inclined to release this petitioner on bail, 10,000 to sureties. What is your name? Santosh Kumar.
Yes, sir.
Santosh Kumar.
Serial number 2, BA number 1237 of 22, Mr. Rakesh Kumar.
I am appearing on behalf of the petitioner, my lord.
Has not been identified. Signature of document stated as page number 8 has not been identified. And plus 1.
Remove the defect. The defects can't be ignored, full stop. So petition is directed to remove the defects.
My lordship, I am for the petitioner, my lordship. This is case under section 15C, 25, 29 of
BA number 1238 of 22, Mr. Amar Tariq, Mr. Pankaj Kumar Jha.
Yes, Mr. Palit.
It is a case under, my lords, 15C, 25 and 29 of NDPS Act. The case is that a truck was apprehended by the police. In that 1640 kg of Doda and 87 sacks. And 3 people were arrested. Among those 3 people, I am one of the people. I am basically a labor, my lordship, in which the FIR I have told that one who accused had helped me in loading the Doda. And section 50 of the NDPS Act not followed, my lordship. That's all.
Heard the learned counsel for the petitioner, heard the learned counsel for the state. From a truck, which is a commercial vehicle, 87 sacks of poppy husk was recovered, weight of which was 1630.67 kg. Full stop. The petitioner was apprehended from the truck. Full stop. Next. Counsel for the petitioner submits that the petitioner is a poor laborer and earns livelihood by loading materials in a truck. Full stop. He didn't even had any knowledge that the material which was being carried in the truck was contraband. Full stop. Next para. After going through the FIR and considering the submission and taking into consideration the huge quantity which was recovered and the petitioner was found in the truck which was transporting the material, I am not inclined to release the petitioner this matter.
Serial number 4, DA number 1239 of 22.
My lord, I am appearing on the behalf of petitioner, my lord.
I is missing now.
My lord, FIR under section.
Defect to be removed, which cannot be ignored.
Only type copy, my lord. Only type copy.
Advocate association amount has been paid or not?
That is
Oh, only the type copy.
Yes, my lord.
So you have paid the amount.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. I filed, my lord. Only khali type copy, my lord.
Defect ignored. Defect ignored. Yes.
My lord, FIR under section 395, 397 of IPC, my lord. My lord, no TIP, my lord. Petitioner is custody, my lord. 7/8/2021, my lord. And my lord, a petitioner has come on the basis of the confessional statement, my lord, and similarly situated co-accused, my lord, granted bail, my lord, by annexure 2, my lord.
Yes. APP.
माय लॉर्ड पेड़ गिरा के और लूटपाट करने का आरोप है लूटी पे
Similarly situated granted bail or not? Yes or no?
माय लॉर्ड
You heard the counsel for the petitioner, heard the counsel for the state. Counsel for the petitioner submits that the petitioner is not named in the FIR. He submits that he was also not put on TIP and nothing has been recovered from the possession of this petitioner. So he lastly submits that similarly situated co-accused has been granted bail and should do so also. APP opposes the prayer and submits that some unknown persons looted the informants and others, but cannot deny the fact that similarly situated co-accused has been granted bail by annexure 2 so and so. Considering the fact that similarly situated granted bail by order dated so and so 10,002 sureties.
Serial number 5, DA number 1240 of 22. Mr. Ankit Kumar.
Lordship, though the case relates to the cyber crime, but Lordship,
My lord, advocate of succession seal of rupees 5 is required in this case.
This is cyber crime.
yes, my lord, though it is related to cyber crime, my lord, but only,
CD antecedent report. In the meantime, the defects should be removed. Yes,
my lord,
after
if my lord, one submission made,
Yes.
my lord. My lord, in this case, only one person was apprehended from the spot. From his confession, other persons were named, transferred. No mobile phone, nothing has been recovered from my possession, Lordship. All right.
Serial number 6, DA number 1241 of 22.
Yes, my lord, I appear, my lord.
The position of petitioner at Wakalatnama differs from his name as page number 1 in Wakalatnama.
Yes, for this case under section 302, 201 or 34 of the IPC. FIR was lodged against unknown persons, my lords.
Yes.
There is no eyewitness to the occurrence as it appears from the first information report, my lords. The petitioner was apprehended, my lord. It said that he confessed, my lords. And on his confession, my lords, that the blood-stained tangi and, my lords, one pant was recovered, my lords. On that basis, he has been made an accused in this case, my lords. There is no eyewitness to the occurrence. And as per the first information report, my lord, the deceased had left the house with the other accused persons. Thereafter, he didn't return, my lords. And subsequently, his dead body was found, my lords. And those persons, my lord, what is the statement of those persons, my lords, Anand Kumar and Jitya Ura? Because on their statement, my lord, the petitioner has been made an accused in this case, my lords. There will be necessary, my lord, to see what is the statement of those witnesses, my lords.
Recovery of the murder weapon from your.
No, that is, at this point, there is no, my lords, the evidence that this is the weapon which has been said to have been used for the committing the murder, my lords. Tangi is found, my lords. Whether it was blood-stained or not, my lord, for that purpose, my lord, I am praying, my lords. And other persons were also there, my lords.
The murder weapon was recovered from the house of this petitioner on his confession. First up, next paragraph. Counsel for the petitioner submits that it is not clear as to whether the said murder weapon, that is an axe, was blood stained or not, and it is not possible, and whether it was used in the murder or not. Full stop. Call for the case diary.
Serial number 7, BA number 1244 of 22, Mr. Vikesh Kumar.
May please, Lordship. In this case, my lord, offence under section 376D and 506, my lord.
Yes.
But we like to see the medical report, my lord, which is part of the case diary, wherein it has been found, my lord, after ossification test and all these tests, my lord, that she is more than 17.5 years, my lord. More, about, my lord, 18 years, practically 17.5. Not in this case, not the co-accused also moved this honorable court, not where case diary has been called for by order dated 14/2/2022 in BA number 567 of 2022. Allegation against 5 accused persons, including the petitioner, even the co-accused for whom the BA number 567 of 2022 has been filed, case diary has been called for. The entire allegation is based upon a
statement.
That is, the part of the diary, I do not have the copy,
No, you have annexed as Annex 2.
Yes, sir. That is also part of the diary,
Let us read this. You are Ashish Kumar.
Yes, Ashish Mahato.
Ashish Deepak Gubla.
Everybody has been alleged to have committed rape, according to her. And first, thereafter she became senseless, and thereafter she was, on her request, she was taken back to her house. That is the case. But as a matter of fact, not in the case diary, there are statements of the witnesses, not independent witnesses, which will demonstrate the false implication. And age also, and the medical report does not support, although she was immediately examined.
No.
Your Lordship may kindly see, my lord, the medical report.
Mr. Bahani.
Yes, my lord.
It's better not to tell how these medical reports and other reports are.
We are in custody. We have been arrested. How we could not manage it, and it is ossification test.
If you meet me in my chamber, I'll tell you. I'll give you some many instances when I was a lawyer.
Maybe. I do not dispute this, Lord. But your Lordship may like to, because the other case is pending with calling for a diary.
Okay, let it be. I heard the counsel for the petition.
Taking into consideration, my lord, the custody period and the statement of.
Just a minute. Counsel for the petitioner submits that as per the ossification report, the victim is more than
medical report.
Medical report, the victim is more than 17 years. He further submits that the doctor did not found any sign of rape.
Yes.
Though there is an allegation of a rape committed by 5 accused persons. He submits that the petitioners have been falsely implicated in this case. He further submits that in case of one of the co-accused, case diary has been called for.
Yes.
So case diary may also be called for in this case. Next paragraph. After hearing the counsel for the petitioner and after going through the entire record and also the statement recorded under section 164 of the CRPC of the victim, this court feels that no useful purpose will be, this case can be disposed of without the case diary itself. Full stop. The statement under section 164 CRPC of the victim and the FIR clearly suggests that this petitioner and others committed rape on the informants. First off, considering the specific allegation which is direct in nature, I am not inclined to grant bail to the petitioner. The same is dismissed. So, listen to the order. Petitioner, if so advised, may renew his prayer after examination of the victim during trial.
Or after framing of charge, they may detain the victim.
No. Never.
They may detain the victim.
Yes, next.
Serial number 8, BA number 1245 of 22, Mr. Niranjan Kumar.
Yes, sir, the matter related to cyber crime. Yes, sir. And accept.
CD antecedents.
Okay, yes.
Serial number 9, BA number 1247 of 22, Mr. Yashwant Kumar.
Lordship, I am appearing for this case, Lord. Lordship, this case is under section 304B and 34 of section 34 of IPC. Yes, I'm the husband, Lordship.
With respect to report given.
And the allegation is just, may I permit read the FIR, Lordship?
Yes. Who are you? You are the husband.
Yes, I am the husband, Lordship.
What is the cause of death?
Cause of this was medical report is severe anemia and cardiac arrest. There is no injury or superficial any injury about the body. And she was undertaking treatment last 3 or 4 months back. The medical report, it is annexed, my Lordship.
From the impugned order, it is not clear. From the impugned order, it is not clear as to how the deceased died. The court below has simply dismissed the application of bail since the case was.
Lordship, one thing I would like to mention, Lordship.
Public
The
34.
delay in FIR 6 months.
Full stop. Just listen to the order first. Full stop. In absence of any urgent reasons. Just a minute. About the cause of death. In Kilkia has not been. No, uska aage lein.
In absence of any COVID.
No, just before that.
Would you guys dismiss that application of bail since because of?
No, the write down. The court below has dismissed. The court below has dismissed the application without recording as to how the deceased died. Full stop. Call for the lower court record. Call for the CD along with the postmortem report.
Serial number 10, serial number 1248 of 22, Mr. Javed Sultan.
Yes, I am appearing this case, Lord.
Yes.
Offense under section 376, Lord. And informant is about 30 years, and there is a relation about 2 years back, Lord. And love affair between the parties, Lord. And occurrence took place on 7th of December 20, and FIR has been lodged on 22nd of October 2021 after delay of 10 months.
Call for the LCR. Call for the case diary.
Serial number 11, BA number 1249 of 22, Mr. Vishal Kumar Tiwari, Mr. Hassan Mudassar Nagar.
Lordship, in this case, petitioner prays for grant of their regular bail for the offence registered under section 341, 323, 504, 506, 307 and 34 IPC. Lordship, the prosecution story in brief is that after consuming hadia, all the accused person along with petitioner number 2 have taken the informant to Chotipa forest for hunting, Lordship, wherein petitioner number 1 was already present armed with bow and arrow. Thereafter, some altercation took place between the accused and informant, in which, Lordship, when informant tried to flee from the place of occurrence, then petitioner number 1, it is alleged that he shot an arrow on his back, but anyhow, informant managed to save himself. Lordship, petitioner, due to village politics, Lordship, both the petitioner have been implicated in this case, and nothing has been recovered from their possession, Your Lordship. And two co-accused have been granted bail by Your Lordship, that is annexed at Annexure 2 of my petition.
Yes. That was in 2018. Where were you?
That is, Lordship.
Absconders, Lordship, these people.
Yes, I have seen that. The last line of page number 21.
But so far, petitioner number 1 is concerned, Lordship. He is in custody since 31st and 19, more than, Lordship, 2 years. And so far, petitioner number 2 is concerned, that is from 7/7/21.
No, no. Further, both the accused persons are absconders and still.
Yes, Lordship, it has shown in impugn order also.
Charge has also not been framed. No. Okay. Heard the counsel for the petition. Heard the counsel for the state.
Lordship, charge has been framed for petitioner number 1, Your Lordship, on 7/7/21.
Yes, yes. The case is under section so and so. Full stop. Next, for the counsel for the petitioner submits that the other co-accused, two co-accused has been granted bail on 24/8/2018. Full stop. After going through the impugned order, I find that the trial court has given a finding that these petitioners were absconders. So considering the fact that the petitioners are absconders, I am not inclined to grant bail to the petitioner. The same is dismissed. The trial court is directed to take up the trial and conclude the same at the earliest.
Obliged, Lordship.
Serial number Lordship, serial number 12, Lordship. May
Yes.
Ignore the defect number 91, Lordship.
9-1.
91, Lordship. I have stated it in para 1. But first FIR lodged under section 392, but subsequently amended and 395 for 12 of IPC, Lordship. An impugned order has mentioned.
Counsel for the petitioner submits that initially the FIR was registered under section 392 of the IPC, but later on it was amended as 395 of the 412 of the IPC.
Lordship. Lordship. Allegation in FIR that the person had.
This in the impugned order it is 395.
Lordship. इम्प्यून ऑर्डर में 392, 395, 414 है.
395 was added. Yes.
Lordship. Allegation in FIR, Lordship, the shop was looted. Ornaments of the silver and gold looted by the unknown person, and my name is come on basis of confessional statement of Anil Ram and others, Lordship, who has been granted bail, and petitioner is custody since is
allegedly committing an offence under section 4. Next part, it is alleged that the unknown persons entered the shop of the informant, the jewelry shop of the informant, and looted ornaments from the said shop. Full stop. 3 suspects, namely Anil Ram, Golu Soni, and Rajendra Soni were arrested, and on their interrogation, name of the petitioner transpired. It has already been submitted in this case under section 395 of the 412 of the IPC, and Sonu Soni, Rajendra Prasad Soni, and Kanai Mistri has already been granted bail by annexure so and so by a coordinate bench of this court. Considering the aforesaid.
Lordship, one submission.
Yes.
There are 5 criminal antecedents, 3 of similar nature, Lordship.
The other person also has antecedents. Then I am inclined to grant bail to this petitioner 10,002 sureties.
Serial 13, DA number 1654 of 22, Mr. Mohammed Jawad Ahmad, Mr.
Your Lordship, in the instant case, I am praying to grant regular bail to the petitioner against whom it is informant has alleged that this petitioner has tried to tease her, and he was intending to talk her in filthy languages, Lordship. And she claims that the alleged occurrence took place on 4/9/2021, for which the instant case has been lodged on 26/9/21. And kindly have a look to annexure 2, Your Lordship, that is at page 15, Lordship. Prior to this, on 5/9/2021, this petitioner has lodged a case against brother of the informant and others, Your Lordship, in relation to demand of ransom and assault, Your Lordship. And in that occurrence, this
What is the age of the girl? What is the age of the girl?
17 years, Your Lordship. She claims in FIR 17 years. I am in custody since 26th November, Your Lordship.
Petitioner is an accused for allegedly committing an offence under section so and so. It is alleged that this petitioner used to tease the informant, and and talked with her in filthy languages. Full stop. Next para. Counsel for the petitioner submits that this case is nothing but a counterblast of is the FIR number
Hunterganj PS case number
and PS case number
114 of 2021, Lordship.
114 of 2021, registered by the petitioner.
Petitioner, Lordship.
Registered by the petitioner against the brother of the informant.
Your Lordship.
That means that the accused case is prior in time. Prior in time, which was registered on 5/9/2021, whereas the instant case was registered on 26/9/2021. Full stop. He lastly submits that the petitioner is in custody since
2021.
Full stop. Considering the period of custody and the fact that there was earlier dispute between the parties, for which the petitioner has lodged a case against the brother of the informant, I am inclined to release this petitioner, so and so, subject to condition that he will not try to meet or try to establish any contact with the informant or any of our family members.
Serial number 14, DA number 1255 of 22, Mr. Gautam Kumar, Ms. Savita Kumari. The alleged documents are 363, 366A, 376, 120B, 323, 307, and 4 of the POCSO Act. It arises out of a complaint case. If Lordship sees the very page 13 of the complaint, the date of the occurrence is shown as 1 September 2020, and the complaint lodged on 9th August 21. Whatever in the complaint by the informant complainant is that in 1/9/2020 she was alert by this petitioner to come along with him, and both came together. It is alleged that the petitioner committed rape upon her and thereafter assured her to marry, and she was locked in house. Again, she says that the petitioner took her into his house where she kept
the case diary. Full stop. This statement, the trial, the court below will forward the statement, if any, recorded of the under section 164 CRPC of the victim.
Serial number 15, DA number 125 of 22, Mr. Pradeep Kumar Prasad.
Yes, my lord. This is under section 25(1)(b), a 2634 of Arms Act and section 17 of the CL Act, my lord. Against the petitioner, there is a allegation that 9 cartridge of points.
CD antecedents.
Lord, is more than 5 months.
5 months. Has he completed 6 months? No. He has not completed 6 months.
Serial number 16, DA number 1257 of 22, Mr. Anil Kumar Sinha, Mr. Kumar.
Your Lordship, in serial number 16, Your Lordship, Mr. Anil Kumar Sinha will argue this case, and he is in legs in another court, Your Lordship. So a short passover may be given, Your Lordship.
I am appearing, my lord. I am appearing on behalf of the.
Yes, what is the allegation against you?
My lord, the FIR is against the petitioner and his father, Your Lordship.
Okay.
Huge amount of rupees, 45 lakhs rupees.
The agreement with the father, Your Lordship, for which, my lord, the legal notice has been sent. I have annexed as annexure to Your Lordship. From perusal of the same, each and every transaction with the father of the petitioner and legal notice is.
It is a huge amount of 45 lakhs.
Yes.
Yes, Lordship.
Yes.
I have appeared for the state, Lordship. There is allegation of receiving huge amount, 45 lakhs in lieu of the sale and transfer of the land in favor of the informant, Lordship. It the agreement also. Lordship, kindly see the FIR, Lordship.
Yes. All admitted.
Lordship.
Show me what are the materials, what is the criminality?
इसमें मेमो ऑफ एविडेंस तो भेजे हैं लॉर्डशिप, इसमें क्रिमिनल इंसिडेंट तो नहीं।
What is there?
मेमो ऑफ एविडेंस में आपराधिक इतिहास के बारे में कहा गया आपराधिक प्राथमिक अभियुक्त अशोक साव पिता।
Now you just tell me, counsel for the petitioner.
इसमें लिखा कोई अन्य कांड नहीं है दर्ज है।
This amount was received in lieu of sale of land?
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm asking for the counsel for the petitioner, Mr. Sinha.
My lord, it has been received by the father of the petitioner, lordship, for execution of the sale deed.
Where is your father?
Not, my lord.
Where is the father? He is also in custody.
No, my lord. I have no knowledge. I have no instruction in respect of the father, your lordship.
Take instruction.
Lordship. I will take your lordship.
केस डायरी मंगवा
Call for the case diary.
My lord.
oblige lordship।
DL number 17, DL number 1258 of 22, Mr. Abhishek Kumar, Mr. Sandeep Bhushan Saab.
In this case, Your Lordship, I appeal for the petitioner. The case is of mob lynching, Your Lordship. The allegation is that, Your Lordship, the informant's father went out and the entire mob, Your Lordship, addressing him as bike thief, started assaulting him. Thereafter, Your Lordship, he was injured and he was admitted to hospital. On 10/7/2021, a case was instituted under section 307 initially and allied sections of IPC. And thereafter, during treatment, Your Lordship, on 19/7/2021, he died. Therefore, 302 was added. So far as this petition is concerned, Your Lordship, there is nothing against me, Your Lordship, in the case diary also. The FIR has been against unknown.
Case diary. Case diary.
DL number 18, DL number 1260 of 22, Ms. Alka Kumari, Mr. Nilesh Kumar.
The case is of 302.
Yes.
In this case also, Lordship, nobody had seen the occurrence. One thief was apprehended, Lordship, while committing theft of fish. It has been alleged that the accused persons assaulted the victim, Lordship, by which he succumbed to death. Nobody had seen the occurrence. Only on the basis of the statement of the son of the informant, Lordship, the present case has been lost. There is no eyewitness to the occurrence. And as per the case diary, Your Lordship, it has been alleged that one co-accused has called the informant's son and said that your father or the deceased was caught, Your Lordship, while committing the theft. Subsequently, he rushed to the place of occurrence. He found his father. And the allegation has been alleged as against this petitioner, Sir Lordship. No specific allegation of overtime.
The dying declaration.
No, dying declaration not before any other authority. It has been alleged that his son has said. Informant has said.
Informant has given a declaration before the deceased has given your name to the son, who is the informant, and thereafter
That cannot be termed as a dying declaration.
Let me first understand what can be said to be a dying declaration.
But you also can see
Mr. Nilesh Kumar, you are saying that this is not a dying declaration. Let me understand what is a dying declaration.
The dying declaration, at least before some competent authority, whether he was able to say or not, whether he was alive or not at that time. It has been stated, or as per my information, he died much prior to, as per the case diary, he died much prior to that. The informant has received, Your Lordship, the informant has received the dead body. Only to make out a case, Your Lordship, he implicated all the person. Other witnesses have stated, Your Lordship, that he was not able to speak. He did not say a single word. And even, Your Lordship, the postmortem report suggests that the victim had not sustained injury by the 4 or 5 person. Only few lacerated wounds were sustained. All those things.
As per the FIR, it is the deceased who has disclosed the name of the person, name of this petitioner and others who has assaulted him brutally. Full stop. It is from the FIR, it is evident that from the FIR, it is it gives an impression that the deceased gave a dying declaration to the informants and disclosed the name of this petitioner. First, next paragraph. Counsel appearing on behalf of the petitioner disputes the same and submitted that this statement cannot be said to be a dying declaration. First step. He further submits that the other witnesses do not support the aforesaid statement. First of call for the layer court record. Call for the CD.
Postmortem report also, Lordship.
Number 1261. Along with the postmortem report.
Yes,
Yes.
Lord.
Yes. Who is the petitioner?
Yes, I Pradeep Kumar Shah. Yes, my Lord. I am for the petitioner, my Lord.
Yes.
Yes, my Lord. Under section 385, 387, 34 of IPC and section 17 of the CL Act, my Lord. Petitioner is not named in the FIR, my Lord. Similar name, दशरथ पप्पू सिंह को इनको फोन करके कह रहे थे, उसके आधार पर हमारा नाम डाल दिए हैं। और जिनके सिम से फोन किया गया था, उनका बिल आपके द्वारा दिया गया, वजूद के द्वारा दिया गया है। I mentioned para 6, my Lord, and nothing is against this petitioner, my Lord.
State.
My Lord.
Yes. State.
Sufficient incriminating materials were recovered against the petitioner, Lordship.
Where is it?
Petitioner has got a criminal antecedent also, Lordship.
Recovery. Where is the recovery? And what is the recovery? He is not named in the FIR.
Lordship.
No.
His name transpired from confessional statement of a co-accused.
Yes, Lordship, that is there.
Then?
And cognizance has been taken already, Lordship. Charge framed, Lord.
The petitioner is not named in the FIR. Admittedly, his name transpired from the confessional statement of the co-accused. There is an allegation that the informant, who is a contractor, he was getting threatening calls from mobile phone, and ransom was extortion and money by way of extortion was being demanded. First up, the threatening call was given in the name of Dasrath, Pappu Singh, and Punit. First up, the petitioner, next para, considering the fact that the petitioner is not named in the FIR and his name transpired from confessional statement of the co-accused and charge has already been framed, I am inclined to release this petitioner 10,002 sureties with the condition he will appear before the trial court once a month.
Obliging.
Number 20, PA number 1263 of 22, Mr. Gaurav.
My Lordship. Lordship, this allegation under section 302, 201 and 34 IPC, Lordship. Lordship, a fire has been shooted against unknown. The prosecution story is that informant's brother has gone to the market but did not return. Next day, the Gram Pradhan informed that one dead body has been lying in the field. Thereafter, informant went there and find the dead body of his brother. Also, during the investigations, some of the witnesses has disclosed that these petitioners were last seen along with the deceased in the market. While he was deceased was overdrunk and he was refusing to go home, and these petitioners were trying to help him to.
From the impugned order, it is not possible to decipher as to what are the materials which surfaced against the petitioner during investigation. Next para. Thus, let the case diary be called for. Number 21, PA number 1264 of 22, Mr. Robert Prasad.
Your Lordship, I am appearing on behalf of petitioner in this case, and petitioner is in custody since 16th October 2021 for the allegation under section 307 and 323 of IPC, Your Lordship. There is a dispute regarding ownership of bubble tree, which is already cut by informant, Your Lordship. have stated in para 5, Your Lordship, what is the dispute and what happened, Your Lordship.
What is the
Informant,
nature of injury? What
Your
is the
Lordship,
nature of injury?
Lordship, there are head injury by the ex-blow, but petitioner is well, Your Lordship, and she is living in good condition, Your Lordship. I have stated.
Oh God. You are in custody since?
16th October 2021, Lordship.
कुछ दिन रही है. Heard the counsel for the petitioner, heard the counsel for the state. There is a direct allegation against the petitioner that he gave an axe blow on the head of the wife of the informant. Full stop. From the impugned order, I find that there are serious injuries. Full stop. The injuries are so and so, page 16.
Informants were recovered, Your Lordship.
I am not inclined to grant bail to the petitioner at this stage. Dismissed.
Oblige, Your Lordship.
Yes, my lord, I appear, my lord. This case under section 302 of the IPC, though the petitioner is named in the FIR, but from first information report, it appears that she has been named on the basis of suspicion. And the reason for raising this suspicion is that the petitioner had extramarital relationship with the deceased mother, which was not liked by the informant pilots. And thereafter, the deceased used to stay in the house of this petitioner pilots. And about a week, he had left his house, and subsequently his dead body was found, pilots. In course of investigation, the petitioner and her husband were apprehended, pilots. The confessional statement of husband of the informant was recorded, and also the confessional statement of this petitioner was recorded, pilots. Wherein the husband of the informant petitioner says that on the date of occurrence, he had seen the deceased sleeping with his wife, pilots. And he became angry and he assaulted, as it appears from the impugned order, pilots.
Heard the counsel for the petitioner, heard the counsel for the state. In this, there is an allegation that the deceased, who was having extramarital affair with this petitioner, was found dead. Full stop. Next para. From the impugned order, I find that the petitioner and her husband was arrested, and their husband confessed that the deceased was having some illicit relationship with this petitioner. Full stop. The husband further stated that when he returned home, he saw this. He saw the deceased sleeping with this petitioner. Full stop. On seeing them sleeping together, the husband gave an axe blow on the deceased, which resulted in his death. Considering the aforesaid statements and also the fact that nothing has been alleged against this petitioner, who is a lady, I'm inclined to release this petitioner. 10,000 sureties.
Number 23, number 1267
May I please, Your Lordship, I'm bringing in this case, my lords. Case is registered under section 395, 397 of the IPC, my lords,
Yes.
and 25, 26, 35 of the Arms Act and 3 by 4 of the Explosive Substances Act, my lords. And there's this case is registered against 10 to 12 unknown persons, my lord. And there's an allegation that some unknown miscreants have entered into the house of the informant and looted 1 lakh rupees and also assaulted them, my lords. And my lord, in this case, my lords, there is no TIP has been conducted, my lords, and save and accept the confessional statement, self-confession of the present petitioner. There is nothing, my lords, no TIP, no recovery. I'm in custody since 11/4/2021. And I am not named the FIR, my lords.
Yes.
My lords, no TIP has been conducted, my lord. I'm in custody since 11/4/2021. Not named in the FIR.
On your confession, arms and explosive materials were recovered from a forest. From the impugned order, I find that there is an observation that on confessional statement of this petitioner and others, huge amount of arms, ammunition, and explosives were recovered from a forest. Full stop. Call for the case diary.
Obliged, my lord, highly obliged.
Next para, call for the case diary.
Serial number 24, BA number 1269 Mr. Sukesh Kumar.
Lordship, I am appearing on behalf of petitioner. There are three defects, Lordship. One defect may ignore, Lordship. Defect number 3.
Defect to ignore. How many criminal antecedents do you have?
Lordship, I am not aware of it. Custody approx 5 years, Lordship. 4 years and 8 months.
This is a tied-up matter.
No, your Lordship. No, your Lordship. This is not a tied-up matter.
It's not a tied-up matter.
No, your Lordship. One co-accused has been granted bail.
What is your antecedent?
Lordship,
Serious antecedent.
obliged, Lordship.
Appearing in this matter, my lord.
Yes.
Was 376 2A and 302 201 374 34 and 6 POXO Act is there and 14 bal slumming and all that sections are there. If you can look at the FIR.
Yes.
At page 123.
Yes.
I'll just read it out, madam.
Yes.
Third line. मैं अपनी बच्ची के नाम सोनी टू करीब 4 वर्ष से अभय मंडल द पिटिशनर बिफोर योर लॉर्डशिप मैलर पिता नाम नामालूम वर्तमान पता नाम लक्ष्मी विहार देवघर मतलब आई एम इन स्कूल एज एन असिस्टेंट लैब असिस्टेंट करीब 4 वर्ष से अभय मंडल पिता सचिन देवघर स्थायी पता भारतीय की थाना मुंगेर जिला गोड्डा that is where the place has occurrence has taken place कि दारा मेरा लड़की सोनी टू करीब 17 वर्ष को घरेलू कर 4 वर्ष से रखे रहते इसी बीच में मोबाइल से मेरी बातचीत मेरी बेटी से होते रहती थी मेरी बेटी बोलती थी कि घर के मालकिन माई मदर मतलब ओल्ड मदर शी वाज लुकिंग हार्ट हमारे घर से नहीं निकलने देती है इसी बीच को 12-11 बजे समय करीब 9 बजे सुबह अभय मतलब इसके घर के में मेरी लड़की रहती थी उसके द्वारा फोन नंबर सच मोबाइल पर फोन कॉल करके मेरे देवघर वाले आवास पर बुलाए और अपने गाड़ी में बैठा कर बिना बताए गोड्डा अपने घर भर्ती की तरह लेकर आए और अपने घर के अंदर मुझे लेकर गए और अभय मंडल अपनी दोनों पत्नी दोनों बोले कि तुम्हारी लड़की सुनील किसी दूसरे लड़का से फंसा हुआ था जो गर्भवती हो थी बच्चा होने के दौरान सदर अस्पताल गोड्डा में इलाज के दौरान तुम्हारी लड़की की मर गई है और मुझे भर्ती की था अपने घर में गाड़ी में बैठा कर सदर अस्पताल गोड्डा लेकर आए मैंने देखे मेरी बच्ची स्ट्रेचर अस्पताल पड़ा हुआ है मेरा कागज पर टिप निशान लेकर अस्पताल में मेरी बच्ची मृत्यु ने एम्बुलेंस पर लाद कर उसी गाड़ी में मुझे बैठा कर दिया गया जबरदस्ती डरा धमका कर जबरन कचिया नदी पुल के पश्चिम तरफ बच्ची का लाश लेकर गया और जबरदस्ती लाश को जलवा दिया मैं घर में कुछ भी न बोल सका तब हमारे आदिवासी रीति रिवाज के लाश को जलाया नहीं जाता जबकि आदिवासी मुस्लिम रिवाज में लाश कब्र में दफनाया जाता है हमें बार बार जान मारने की धमकी दिया जाता लाश को जलाने के हम लोग दिस एब्सोल्युटली दिस स्टेटमेंट इज फॉल्स बिकॉज देयर इज अ पोस्टमार्टम रिपोर्ट she was she died she was pregnant of 9 months while giving delivery to the child she died that is the postmortem report that is the part of the case diary man and it is also diary the paragraphs we have stated that I was working in a school and for 4 days I was not there after that incident when my mother called me I went there the witnesses also state that she has absolutely lied in
Senior counsel Mr. R.S. Majumdar appearing on behalf of the petitioner submits that the entire statement in the FIR is false. He submits that in the FIR it is stated that the informant was forced to take the dead body of the girl and thereafter he was forced to cremate the body. So he submits that this fact will be falsified. This statement will be falsified from the fact that there was the body, the postmortem was conducted. Postmortem of the deceased was conducted. Full stop. He submits that as the deceased was pregnant and he died, and she died at the time of delivery, a proper postmortem was conducted. Full stop. To appreciate this submission, call for the case diary and the postmortem report.
Case number 26, DA number 1271 of 22, Mr. Manoj Kumar Sir, Mr. Krishna Kumar.
Yes.
Substance of 164 statement of the victim has been mentioned in the impugned order, my lord. Page 22, my lord, middle portion, my lord. प्रीता अपने धारा 164 के बयान में बताई है कि वो भागलपुर मंदिर में आवेदक के शादी के उसके घर चली गई, my lord.
Where is it?
My lord, page 22, my lord. Substance of 164.
161.
Page 20. 161, 164 स्टेटमेंट है जो सब्सटेंस लर्नेड कोर्ट बिलो है मेंशन, माय लॉर्ड, कि भागलपुर में मंदिर में आवेदक के साथ 164 स्टेटमेंट में बताई कि वह भागलपुर मंदिर में आवेदक के साथ शादी करके उसके घर चली गई तथा अनुसंधान द्वारा आवेदक के विरुद्ध ये नंबर ऑफ विटनेसेस हैव बीन, इवन द मदर ऑफ द विक्टिम, अंकल ऑफ द विक्टिम हैज स्टेटेड कि रात में दोनों मिलके अंधेरा में दोनों गप करते रहते थे. Now the victim has performed marriage, and I am ready to keep to his victim, my lord, as a wife. Since the petitioner is to
the allegation under section so and so. The petitioner is in custody since 28/7/2021. Full stop. From the impugned order, I find that the court below, the sessions judge has noted the statement of the victim recorded under section 164 of the CRPC. It has been noted that the victim has stated that she has married the petitioner in a temple and thereafter had gone to the house of this petitioner. Full stop. Note next para. No doubt the girl is aged about is less than 18 years, that is 16 years 7 months. But in view of the aforesaid statement, which has been taken note of by the sessions judge, I am inclined to release this petitioner.
Number 27, DA number 1272 of 22, Mr. Dilip Kumar Chakravarti, Mr. Mohammed Fajar.
May I please, Your Lordship, offense under section 387(34). Lordship, it is alleged that the petitioner is an MCC commander and he
CD antecedents.
CD antecedents. Okay.
DA number 28, DA number 1273 of 22, Mr. Mohammed Jayad, Mr. Manish Kumar.
Your Lordship, in the instant case, I am appearing on behalf of the petitioner, Lordship. In the instant case, FIR was lodged for the offence under section 302(34), 120B of IPC and 27 of Arms Act, Lordship. In the FIR, it is alleged that one Muhammad Mahtab Alam alias Nanhe has been gunned down by five named persons, namely Diki, Bhola, Hira, and Haider. And in further FIR, it has also been alleged that on whose instigation and the instant occurrence has been taken place. Petitioner is not named in the instant case. Petitioner is a 60 years lady whose name transpired in confessional statement of co-accused, that too before police, on confession of one Muhammad Anwar. It has come that this petitioner, being the mother of the co-accused persons, she prompted her son to indulge themselves in crime, Your Lordship. Save and accept confession of co-accused, that too before police, there is nothing, Your Lordship. Only it is alleged that too in confession that she participated in conspiracy, Your Lordship. 60 years old lady, Your Lordship.
What is the material?
Only
What
thing
is
confession.
the evidence?
Nothing but confession, Your Lordship.
Conspiracy?
Nothing, Your Lordship. Save and accept confession, there is nothing, Your Lordship. Save and accept confession, not even a single.
Call for the case diary.
लेडी थी योर लॉर्डशिप kindly impugned order में आया था योर लॉर्डशिप कि
serious conspiracy it has come in impugned
नहीं
order.
in impugned order also it has come कि she prompts your lordship due to some misdeed of her son she is suffering your lordship, she is behind bar your lordship. 60 years old lady your lordship, उनका बेटा लोग का तो है, they are named your lordship, due to that your lordship she has been brought in.
But they say that it was a conspiracy. It's not only instigation. There was some hatching of conspiracy there in the impugned order.
Save and accept confession, nothing was there, your lordship.
Serial number 29, BA number 1274 of 22, Mr. Sabir Saji.
May I please, Your Lordship? Offences under section 302, 201, read with 34 of the IPC, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, one dead body was recovered, and Your Lordship, thereafter present case has been filed, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, my name has transpired during the course of investigation. Two persons were arrested, Your Lordship. One is present petitioner and another is Pradeep Sahu, Your Lordship. They both have confessed their guilt, Your Lordship, and it has been alleged that one boulder has been recovered on their confession, Your Lordship, on the joint confession. Pradeep Sahu case, Your Lordship.
Case diary.
Your Lordship, case diary has today has been called, Your Lordship, in BA number 1075 of 2022.
This case along with BA number
1075
1075 of
2022.
2022.
That's right.
Serial number 30, BA number 1275 of 22, Mr. Anil Kumar Gaju, Ms. Priyanka Kumari.
May I please, Your Lordship? Therefore, regular bail alleged offence under section 370, 371, 372, 363, read with 34 of IPC, Lordship. In this case, petitioner is not named in the FIR, Lordship. FIR at page 10, Lordship. Allegation as per FIR, Lordship. Informant got a list of 20 missing children in Koti district from the SP Koti. Thereafter, FIR was registered, Lordship. In this case, petitioner is not named in the FIR, Lordship. During course of investigation.
Antecedent report.
Available.
Serial number 31, BA number 1276 of 22, Mr. Vishu Ranjan.
My lord, I appear for petitioner. my lord. Case under section 353, 307, 337, 338, 323, 333, 427, and 34 of IPC, my lord. Relevant prosecution version is at page 19, my lord. In brief, my lord, the informant along with two other persons were waiting for a departmental vehicle, my lord. Meanwhile, they saw one motorcycle escorting a vehicle is coming. The person riding motorcycle, on seeing these officials, escaped, my lord. Thereafter, they apprehended, they tried to stop the vehicle, my lord, and the driver ran over one Kuldeep Singh, who is one Rakshi, my lord. Thereafter, he was taken to hospital, and as such, my lord, this FIR has been lodged. In FIR, my lord, petitioner is the owner of the vehicle, my lord. However, it has come in FIR that FIR itself, the driver was someone else, my lord. Last 7 lines. My lord, may I place that line?
Yes.
उक्त वाहन में 96 पीस साल चौकट साइज हाथ चिराग लदा पाया गया। विश्वास सूत्र से ज्ञात हुआ कि जब्त वाहन किशन बड़ाइक वल्द गणेश बड़ाइक बुंडू टंगराटोली संजय सेठ मिलोट पिटिशनर डुमरी दोनों अभियुक्त गाड़ी मालिक हैं। वाहन चालक विद्याधर मुंडा पिता शशि मुंडा है। लकड़ी मालिक विभीषण उर्फ भीम लोहरा है तमाड़। वाहन चालक विद्याधर मुंडा पति शशि मुंडा दोनों हैं। मोटरसाइकिल से एस्कॉर्ट करने का कार्य विभीषण उर्फ भीम लोहरा एवं किशन बड़ाइक द्वारा किया जा रहा था। उपयुक्त नामित पेशेवर है।
Milord, he is the owner of the vehicle, Milord.
He was not there at the place of occurrence.
No, Milord, he was not there. But he is
the petitioner is an accused for allegedly committing an offence under section so and so. Next para. There is an allegation that a truck loaded with illegally felled logs were a truck was loaded with illegally fed logs and the said logs were being transported. First up, uh, the forest officials tried to stop the vehicle when the vehicle ran over one of the forest official. Full stop. The person is alive or he is dead?
Milord, alive, Milord. The treatment papers are also there only along with the FIR.
After hearing the parties and after going through the FIR, I find that the petitioner has been implicated in this case as because he was the owner of the truck. Full stop. From the FIR, it is apparent that the petitioner was not present at the place of occurrence, nor place of occurrence. Full stop. Just because the petitioner was a driver, he has been made. Petitioner is the owner of the truck. He has been made an accused. Considering the aforesaid fact, 10,002 sureties.
Obliged.
Serial number 32, BA number 1277 of 22. Mr. Sunil Kumar Ganju, Mr. Rupesh Kumar Ganju.
Yes.
Doctor, this is allegation that section 302, 201, 22, 364, 120B, 34 of the IPC. Though petitioner is named in the FIR, allegation is that love affairs of Sagar Munda's wife with informant's brother. And there is dispute between the Sagar Munda and his wife and the informant's brother. And all the accused person made conspiracy, and there is abduction of informant's brother and murder took place. Though there is no direct allegation, there is omnibus and general allegation. Name came in the confessional statement of co-accused, and after his arrest, police took my confession. And there is no eyewitness, nothing was recovered from my possession, let's say.
Yes, Dad.
Serial number 33, BA number 1279 of 22. Mr. Ramesh Kumar.
Your Lordship, allegedly,
yes.
Lordship, 50 gram opium recovered from the petitioner, and Lordship, the commercial quantity is 2.5 gram, Your Lordship.
500 gram.
मेरे पास से 50 ग्राम का मतलब एलिगेशन है कि 50 ग्राम मेरे पास निकला है, and I have no criminal antecedent, Your Lordship. And petitioner is in custody, Lordship, from the date of FIR, Lordship. 14/11/21.
Total recovery is 4.5 kg.
मेरे पास से हुजूर 50 ग्राम का एलिगेशन
From where? This 4.5 kg was recovered from where?
नहीं, मेरे वो अदर एक्यूज पर्सन लोग के पास है। मेरे पास लिखा है कि पॉकेट में जो है कि लॉर्डशिप पेज नंबर कि प्रदीप कुमार शुक्ला के का तलाशी लेने पर उसके पास से 50 ग्राम निकला है।
You were found where? Read the FIR.
Milord, may I say?
Your Lordship.
Yes. Initially, two persons, Milord, Dilip Prajapati and Surendra Kumar Prajapati were arrested. From their possession, 4 kg and 500 grams opium has been recovered. They say, Milord, they were going to sell it at the Delhi, Milord, and his associates, Milord, were waiting near the GLA college, Milord. On that basis, Milord, the police party went there, Milord, and in a car, 4 persons were present. This petitioner and 3 other persons. From the vehicle, Milord, 400 gram opium were also recovered, and from the person of this petitioner, mobile phone and Milord, the 50 gram were. So all were connected together, Milord.
Number 18.
File counter affidavit.
Milord,
The state is directed to file counter affidavit.
Serial number 34, BA number 1280 of 22.
Lords, I am appearing in this case, Lords.
Yes.
The FIR has been registered under Section 379 of IPC, Lords, against unknown. The matter relates to, Lords, the theft of a motorcycle of the informant, Lords, which was parked in front of house of.
Just a minute. Just a minute.
Petitioner name does not tally
With the
execution.
you correct the name of the petitioner.
Lords, I will.
Defects to be removed within 2 weeks.
Lords, within a week, Lords, I will file inspection tomorrow itself. Lords.
Yes, within 2 weeks.
Lords.
Serial number 35, DA number 1281 of 22, Mr. Ramani Tiwari.
May I plead, Lordship? Lordship, the offence under Section 354B of the IPC and 8 and 10 of the POCSO Act, Lordship. And the allegation against the petitioner, Lordship, when the informant has gone natural call in Riverside, on that time the petitioner placed her mouth and started sexual assault, Lordship.
The allegation is direct against you.
And Lordship, kindly see annexed to Lordship, page number 17, Lordship. The statement recorded 164.
Yes, let's see. Further counsel for the petitioner, have the counsel for the state. Yes.
Petitioner may be represented through legal guardian.
He's a minor.
The Alatama on behalf of
Age have 14 years.
So how this bail is maintainable? This will be under the
Age है 17 साल. Petitioner
14 years.
No, Lord,
victim family is 14 years and petitioner is 17 years.
Petitioner
is 17 years.
17, Lordship.
Yes.
17 years, Lordship.
So 17 years. The case is before the children court.
No, Lordship. Charge Lordship, इसमें children court में नहीं फाइल हुआ.
To remove the defect.
Only Lordship.
Serial number 36, DA number 1283 of 22, Ms. Chandra Kumari, Ms. MP Party.
This one, I am appearing in this case, my lord.
Yes.
This one is a case under section 467, 468, 471, 420, 409, 406, 120B IPC, my lord, and section 13 of the PC Act. So far as present FIR is concerned, my lord, it was instituted on 8/6/2018. My lord, the petitioner was.
Just a minute. Yes.
The petitioner differs from his name at page number 1 and Wakala.
What is the name of this petitioner?
It's the Ashish Kumar, my lord.
What is the signature he has? Yes, what happened?
Yes, my lord. My lord, the petitioner was posted, my lord, in charge of the district welfare officer, my lord, Chatra, from 22/11/2016 to 22/11/2017. My lord, during the tenure of the petitioner, my lord, on 2/11/2017.
Let the case diary come. Case diary.
Your Lordship, in several other cases, counter affidavit has been filed, Your Lordship.
Counter affidavit. You file counter affidavit. The state is at liberty to file counter affidavit.
DA number 37, DA number 1284 of 22.
Let's say two minors, the petitioner and the girl, fell into love relationship, and since the family was opposing of the girl ran away from home, came to petitioner, and the FIR, in the impugned order, it has come, in the middle portion, it has come. White para number 59 of the case diary, there is a statement of victim under section 164, where she has stated that she was in relationship with petitioner prior to 1 year of occurrence.
The case is under section 376 2N.
Minutes, that has been initially, if I read the FIR, which is at page 12, if my lords would see, minutes. Page 12 minutes.
What did the girl say about this 376 2N?
No, she has not supported, minutes.
How do I know?
She has not supported.
How do I know?
Minutes, that my lords may call for the case diary, minutes,
Call
because
for the case
initially,
diary.
only one
Call
thing
for
if I
the
want to
case
point
diary.
out.
For case diary full stop, the statement of the victim recorded under 164 CRPC should also be forwarded by the court below.
Much obliged.
Case number 38, case number 1285 of 22, Mr. Pratik Sen.
May I please, Your Lordship?
Yes.
Cases under section 385, 386, 387, 34 of the IPC, my lords. The apprehended accused, namely Rinku Singh, had disclosed the name of the petitioner that on the instance of this petitioner, they were demanding extortion from various persons whose name has not been disclosed in the FIR. The petitioner is languishing in custody since 2/3/2021, my lords. And several other... yes, my lords?
Who is for the state? Who is for the state?
Yes, my lord. Veer Vijay Pradhan, my lord. Yes, my lord.
What is there?
Yes. Yes, my lord.
The petitioner is accused for allegedly committing an offence under section so and so. There's an allegation that by way of extortion, money was being collected. Full stop. Next para. Admittedly, the petitioner is not named in the FIR.
No, he's named, my lords. He's named in the FIR. Rinku Singh disclosed his name.
Admittedly, the petitioner is named in the FIR on the statement of one Mukesh Singh. Rinku Singh, who disclosed the modus operandi and took the name of this petitioner as to how they used to extort. Full stop. Next para. After hearing the parties, I find that similarly situated co-accused has been granted bail by coordinate bench of this court in BA number so and so in anticipatory bail.
Yes, my lords. Anticipatory bail on basis of cash security. That may not be required, my lords. Cash security deposits of 10,000. That may not be considered.
Has been released on anticipatory bail. Full stop. Considering the aforesaid fact, 10,000 to sureties.
Grateful for patiently.
Case number 39, case number 1288 of 22, Mr. Arun Kumar Pandey.
Yes, Mr. appearing on behalf of the petition, Lord. Lord, matter relates to the Lord the NDPS Act, Lord. Lord, it has been alleged that from the position of this petition, Lord, 8 gram, Lord, the brown sugar has been, Lord, the received. Lord, my submission is that, Lord, the informant alleged in the first information report that, Lord, he bring the, Lord, the weight machine from one, Lord, the own jewelry shop. But, Lord, neither the owner of the jewelry shop nor the, Lord, any staff of the jewelry shop has been made the witness as a seizure witness, Lord. Number first, Lord. Second thing is that, Lord, the weight is, Lord, with the paper, 8 grams, Lord. The small quantity is the 5 grams, Lord, and the commercial quantity is, Lord, the 250 grams, Lord, of the brown sugar, Lord. Lord, how it will be says that the Lord, 8 grams of them, Lord, the brown sugar has been seized from the position of this petitioner. And because my submission is that, Lord, that there is no the weight machine with the, Lord, the informant, Lord. Neither the weight machine has been seized, Lord, nor the witness has been, even the statement of, under section 161, Lord, the owner of the jewelry shop as well as the staff of the jewelry shop has been recorded by the, Lord, the investigating officer, Lord, during investigation. So my submission is that we are completely planted case, Lord, and the custody, Lord, since, Lord, 23, Lord, 10, 2021, Lord. There is, as per my instruction, Lord, there is no criminal incident against this petitioner. As per my instruction, Lord.
Finished?
Yes, Lord.
Heard the counsel for the petitioner, heard the counsel for the state. Learned full stop. Learned counsel for the petitioner submits that the shop owner from whom the weighing machine was brought to weigh the contraband materials has not been examined, nor the staff, nor the employees of the said shop owner. Full stop. He submits that the material so weighed includes the weight of the paper also. So he submits that the petitioner is in custody since
No, 23/10/2021, my lord.
23/10/2021, and there is no criminal antecedent. Next. It is the prosecution case that 80 sachets of brown sugars was recovered from the possession of this petitioner, which weighed 8 grams. 8 grams?
Yes, my lord.
8 grams. Also, considering the material, which is brown sugar, I am not inclined to release this petitioner. Dismiss.
Serial 40, BA number 1289 of 22, Mr. Rajesh Kumar.
Yes.
Amended section in FIR meeting was different, and name of petitioner does not tally with her Vakalatnamai. And plus 2 votes.
Defect to be removed within 3 weeks.
Serial number 41, BA number 1290 of 22.
I appear on behalf of the petitioner also.
Yes.
Section is 25(1)B of the Arms Act.
Custody.
Custody lordship on 23/11/21 lordship.
Recovery.
Recovery 1 contimate pistol and 2 cartridges lordship.
Case diary antecedent.
Serial number 42, BA number 1291 of 22. Mr. Ajit Prajapati, Mr. Ajit Kumar Rane.
Lordship, I am appearing on behalf of the petitioner, Lordship.
Yes.
Under section Lordship 147, 148, 149, 120, 121A, 353, 307 और 25 1 minus A, 25 1 minus B, 26, 27 और 35 arms act Lordship, 17 CLA Act.
What is the antecedent?
There is a not name in the FIR Lordship.
What is the antecedent?
Nothing.
Lordship, as per memo of evidence, Lordship, no antecedents.
No antecedent. He is in custody since
23/8/21, Lordship.
कोई कुछ कंप्लेंट मेरा नाम आया था कंडीशनल स्टेटमेंट कमलेश उरांव के नाम.
There is no direct allegation against this petitioner.
No, Lordship. Name has transferred on the basis of confessional statement of
He is an accused for allegedly committing an offence under section 1 of the Indian Penal Code. It is alleged that some extremists had assembled and at Salamdari when the informant party raided the place of occurrence. Full stop. The raid resulted in firing from both the sides. The accused person managed to flee. The accused managed to flee. Full stop. Arms and ammunition were recovered from the place of occurrence. Next paragraph. Admittedly, the petitioner was not arrested from the spot. His name transpired from the confessional statement of the co-accused, and one of the co-accused, Vijay Yadav, has been granted bail by so and so Annexure 3. Next para. APP though opposes but admits after going through the memo of evidence that there is no criminal antecedent against the petitioner, considering the aforesaid fact and thousand sureties.
Make Lordship, for regular bail mandate allegation under section 15C of the NDPS. The petitioner's name bear on the basis of the confessional statement of co-accused Madam Punit Mahato, from which position it is alleged with motorcycle some quantity of dodda was recovered. Who disclosed the other person was this petitioner. Neither petitioner was arrested at the spot, nor he is the owner of the motorcycle, nor anything recovered from the horse of the petitioner. only on the basis of confession of the co-accused Punit Mathur, he has been implicated.
You were arrested from where?
Much after the occurrence, madam, because your question.
Remanded in this case, my lord. The other matter he has already in custody, my lord, and remanded in this case.
Yes, after much time he has been arrested. He remanded in this case. After much time.
The petitioner has got any similar nature of cases registered against him or not?
Serial number 44, PA number 1293
My lord, offense under section 392, my lord. Note name FIR, my lord. And not TIP, my lord. TIP were held, but not identified, my lord.
FIR incomplete.
My lord, I sent to my lord mail, my lord 2 page, my lord.
Defects to be removed.
Oblige, my lord.
Serial number 45, PA number 1294
Sir, in this case, one defect from my side, जो कि हम कट कॉपी पेस्ट में हो गया पैराग्राफ 9 में हम लिख दें कि इंजरी रिपोर्ट नहीं, इंजरी रिपोर्ट है उसमें, वो दूसरा केस में हो गया था. Now the case was, my lords, initially it was instituted under section 307, 323, 341.
Supplementary affidavit must be filed correcting the defects.
Correcting the defects.
Correcting the statement which has been made in paragraph
9.
Paragraph 9 of this petition due to inadvertence.
Yes. 1 week time, my lords. I'll file it.
1 week.
Section 354, 354B and blood, although this is 8 POCSO Act, blood, if you also can look at the allegation in the FIR, that is at page number 20.
Where is the statement of the?
No, that has been wrongly quoted in the entry order that 164 statement is para 51. It is the 161 statement. If you also can look at the entry order, page 25, after the certain paragraph required medical examination, para 46, there are para 51, which is the statement of victory. It is 151. I have recommended.
Yes, you have the case diary with you.
Yes, madam. And I read it out on this the girl.
Or for the case diary.
Yes.
And the statement of the victim recorded under section 164 CRPC, if any, as from the impugned order, it is clear that this the court has referred to the statement recorded under 154.
Right. Serial number 47, PA number 1296/22.
Yes, my lord. Appearing on behalf of petitioner, my lord. Offense relates to cultivation of poppy crop, my lord.
Cultivation of poppy?
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Only on the basis of disclosure of some unknown person.
For the case diary, full stop. Next para, the APP will file, the state will file an affidavit stating as to whether the petitioner is involved in any other similar nature of cases or not. साइबर
वो जो साइबर है, वो जो लेके 2016 में केस हुआ था हुजूर, इसमें केवल एक जो पकड़ाया था उसके पास से एटीएम मिला था, वो एटीएम मेरा था, यही कहा क्या हुजूर? आज नो क्रिमिनल एंटीसीडेंट माय लॉर्ड.
Let them file an affidavit.
My lord, in the stated matter paragraph, my lord.
Let them file an affidavit. Yes.
Serial number 49, under the heading case filing, serial number 49, J number 1251/22, Mr. Robert Prashad.
Your Lordship, I am appearing on behalf of petitioner, Your Lordship, and petitioner is in custody since 22nd November 2021 for the offense against under section 17 CLA Act and 3/4 Explosive Substance Act, Your Lordship. There is no criminal antecedent, Your Lordship, against this petitioner, and my humble submission is, Your Lordship, the article seized from the alleged article seized from the petitioner, Your Lordship, has not been examined in any laboratory. What article actually has been seized? Allegation is that mensil and potash of 12 kg mensil and 12.5 kg potash has been recovered, Your Lordship.
Case diary antecedent.
Oblige, Your Lordship.
Ready for admission, DA number 14301 of 21.
Because I've taken instruction on this and I've also gone through the charge sheet. There are altogether 9 charge sheet witnesses, out of which only 4 have been examined. The 4th witness has been examined last December after a period of 2 years.
Yes, out of 9, 4 examined.
4 examined. The last one being the doctor has been
5
examined
left.
on 5 remaining, including
Yes.
the informant. And he's in custody since 30th of October 2017.
When is the next date?
25th.
25th. Yes.
Lordship. Yes, Lordship. I am for the state in this case, Lordship.
5 witnesses left.
4 witnesses examined, Lordship.
5 left.
Lordship, in this case, Lordship, Lordship, there is some connectivity problem, Lordship.
Yes, 5 witnesses left in this case.
8 witnesses left, Lordship.
8?
In this case. Just,
how 8?
Yes, Lordship. 4 are IOs. 3, may I name them, Lordship, who are not examined in this case? Just now I have instructed by...
Just a minute. 8 witnesses left. 8. How many witnesses left? 8.
Although Lordship, 8 Lordship. 8 Lordship.
Next
I
date,
there's some problem, that is why.
next date, just listen to me.
Next date, 25th Lordship.
Next date is 25th of February. Next date is 25th of February.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Lordship. Yes. Yes, Lordship.
You produce all the witness within a month.
There is some problem, Lordship. One IO, he is in Vellore, Lordship. There is treatment is going on, Lordship, and he will return on in the month of March, Lordship. So, Lordship, 2 months may be given, Lordship, in this case. There is difficulty. Although we have noticed all the witnesses.
Where is the question of notice? You get the
Similar situated co-accused have already been
the
examined.
counsel for the petitioner, or the counsel for the state. Counsel for the petitioner renews his prayer for bail, which was earlier rejected, on the ground of custody and delay in completion of trial. Full stop. Learned counsel submits that the other co-accused have been granted. Other co-accused has been granted bail.
Yes. I've enclosed the orders, man.
Other co-accused has been granted bail by
Annexed 2 and 2 by 1.
and out of 9, only 4 witnesses have been examined. Full stop. The APP submits on instruction that 8 more witnesses are yet to be examined in this case. Out of them, there are a number of IOs. Full stop. He submits that it will not be possible to record the statement of all the witnesses within a month, remaining witness within a month. Full stop. Considering the aforesaid facts, that it is not possible to conclude the trial at the earliest, nor even recording the statement of a witnesses within a remaining witness. I am inclined to release this petitioner on bail, 10,000 securities.
Only one prayer, Lordship, that one witness is unable to come, Lordship. So in March he will come. In March he will come, Lordship.
Possible.
Then, Lordship, then
10,000 securities.
Grateful, man.